and welcome back to another episode as Italy. So, last we left off, we finished up the war in Ethiopia, brought our army back as we prepare for the war with Austria. Let's go ahead and get a focus selected. We have two good options here. We could get the Triumph in Africa, which would unlock the balance of power options. We could also pick up Ministry of Africa. I'm a bit torn, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do this, just because that colonial police garrison option you have is just super good. So we also want to check our navy. Went ahead and assigned a ship into here. Let's actually go ahead and change the color of this. Obviously we're going to need to rearrange the fleet, but I just want a nice green color for Italy here. And we could just sign, we'll sign this guy. He's got that Ironside trait. I like that. Alright, just check the Air Force. Yep, that's good for now. We have plenty of Air Force XP. Once we unlock the balanced power options, we're going to want to make sure we have 15 of each so we can take the correct choices. But let's go ahead and unpause and get into it. I think we might want to start trading for a few of these to increase the efficiency of our production a little bit. We're fine on the rubber. It's only one, so we're going to leave that as is for now. Additionally, we are recruiting an operative. I do think we might want to go ahead and get the department formed right now, so that would probably be smart. Alright, we no longer get the effects from that, and we can go and pick another choice for research here. Not sure. I think this is a bit ahead of time. We might want to get the synthetic tech, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Since, as Italy, if you look at the resources map, which I think is right here, we definitely don't have any oil. Depending on the route we can go, we do have the oil rights here in Albania. We can get some oil down here, as well as maybe being able to exploit some of our neighbors, but Austria has a little bit, Hungary has a little bit. Not sure if we could get Romania in there, but yeah, we might want to invest in just a bit of oil with those synthetic refineries. I am looking at our army XP here, and we aren't getting quite enough, but we have a bit of time. Let's go ahead and get this guy. He's got the most traits as well as useful nationalities, especially that Ethiopian nationality, which is going to be useful since we're going to be trying to root out the resistance down here and increase that compliance. And there we go, we get the colonial police. We're going to go ahead and click we have other plans. We're going to go in, we have several things we can do now. The first of which is we want to go to occupied territories and set these over to colonial police. And that's just going to give us all kind of benefits. Going to use less garrisons, less damage to our garrisons. The resistance target is much better, and overall the compliance gain should be better as well. I think that's it. I do want to check this. This is pretty good for now. Eventually we'll want to add on military police. With that done though, I think we want to come back over here and pick up Triumph in Africa now. Still just that. We did get some political power off that, so since we already have war economy, the next clear choice is probably the silent workhorse. Just get a bit more political power that we can play with. The other thing is now we can disband these regulars. We're going to turn this down actually just a little bit. Yep, let's go ahead and do this. That is going to disband some of our army. We'll want to turn these garrison divisions over into normal troops. Now we can't get rid of these. These are like these militia divisions, which are fine. Let's just put those in an army separate and try and get... We want one army to have a singular type of troop, so we'll take 3 of these guys, put them over here. And I didn't mean to select that, but now we have a full army. Speaking of which, we do have a little bit of command power here, so we want to maybe pick up charismatic. Actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. I usually pick that one up first. The next thing we want to do is maybe try and do this, but in order to do that, we got to get this focus. So let's go ahead and unpause the game. Yep, and we are getting closer to this. Less than 100 days left. Something I did notice in the new update is they added like an additional level of icons here. You have these pentagons for not major cities, because obviously you have like your capital, and then like Palermo is a step below that, which is worth 20 victory points, but these are worth 15, which I think is interesting. Actually, this I don't know, so if anyone knows this, please feel free to let me know. But this one's worth 15, while Venezia here is, for example, worth only 10. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it has an airbase? I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because of no, that's separate. I'm not entirely sure about that. So we can start decrypting. It's a bit too late to decrypt against Austria. I don't really think Yugoslavia is too useful. I think what we're going to do is actually go ahead and start decrypting. Yeah, I think we're going to start decrypting Germany. Because remember, we are not allying Germany in this playthrough. And it normally takes a little while to get their cipher online, so we'll do that early. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause again. Actually bring this guy under here. I just want to keep training them up, get that army XP as quickly as possible. We do have 50 political power here. Looking pretty good, and we do have another option for our next operative. And I think we're going to do her, because she also has that Ethiopian nationality, and that's just going to help us get that resistance even lower in the region. I think we might want to go ahead and get anti-partisan as well. Yeah, that's going to give us even more bonuses for rooting out resistance, which is very helpful. And yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying Italy so far in the new update. The MIOs are just really good as well. And I do find that Italy has a lot of good options. So we could do a few things here. We could devalue our currency, and that would give us some bonuses for about a year, some stability. But I think we want to go ahead and do the new Ethiopian emperor, and that'll make our king the emperor of Ethiopia, and we'll be able to take that decision. So we have some political power here. I am looking at this now, and oh, you actually only need 10. And apparently this is enough. Wow. We're not going to take these just yet, because we are actually technically benefiting from having Mussolini pretty strong right now. But as soon as we're ready to take that focus, which is convene the Grand Council, we'll just click all of these. So when we're ready, we'll do it. In the meantime, we can spend some of this political power. So I think, well, I was thinking of getting some of these, but we should probably wait to fill out our council here, our political advisors, as those are going to give you the best benefits. So yeah, just keep going here. And actually, I did want to check one last thing. We do have a little bit of air experience, so we could actually come in here and design some planes that are good. So we have the close air support going, but I think I want to actually make a new fighter. Yeah, I want to make a new fighter and use their light aircraft designer. And I will actually go ahead and upgrade the engine as well to that, just so we can have more thrust. We will call this we'll name it after our king. We'll call it the Vittoria. Called the Vittoria. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what's fitting here. I actually like that. So let's do that. And I don't know if we can really change the model here. Yeah, we'll use that because that matches. Looks pretty good. We'll start making some of these new airplanes. Just take a few off of these. We clearly have enough of those. So we can start putting a little bit more in our airplanes, which of course we will now need to come over to our resources and trade for a bit more rubber. I think we'll trade with the Dutch East Indies. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we're getting close to that 150. Just come in here and check how we're doing on the Austrian justification. And yeah, we got about 40 days left. Getting really close. We're actually going to go ahead and assign our armies over to the area now. And we're just going to put the whole army on this front. And just, you know, just pure brute force. Push through. Get our Air Force over there as well. If we can. This is about 688. What are these? Are these tactical bombers? No, that's close air support. So we want to have these over here so they can cover their area. These as well. And the fighters just need to be in the region so they can go there. Just make sure I don't have any other airplanes anywhere else. Can I deploy anymore? Is another good question. Yeah, we can. We can deploy a bit more air support. I'm surprised it didn't fill into the one we have. I'll have to take a look at that. Regardless, we can go ahead and pick up one of these. I think we're going to get the captain of industry. Wow, I can't speak. Just because early on getting that Civ factory construction speed is just good. Later on, we can swap that out for a war industrialist or just get, you know, maybe the financial expert. Where is he? This guy. We'll probably get him next, and then later on switch this guy out for this guy. Yeah, let's go and keep it running. I'll have to check the supply over here because I'm not sure if they're going to have enough for anyone on the train. They're going to take too much attrition up here. And we do have enough XP now. And we've gotten another trait, and this is for our battle line shipbuilder. Okay. In that case, I think we're going to want, I believe, anti-air. Since we're going to be fighting the British, we want to make sure, you know, just in general, when it comes to our sort of doctrine in this playthrough, when we're fighting the British, we want to make sure we have our islands here built up and air bases here. And, you know, when we're fighting the British in the Mediterranean or the French or whoever it is, we want to make sure we're giving our ships plenty of air support. Just to give them an edge. The Portuguese government, aware of lack of proper navy. Okay, so this is the one where they give you an off-map civ. There's no reason not to take this. So we got that one. And we could come over here and devalue the lyre. Or lira, I don't actually know how that's said. But we can go ahead and establish the African Oriental Italiana, or just Italian East Africa. And that's going to make this all a puppet state. Later on, we can hand them over some of these provinces if we take them, depending on what we do. But yeah, they get some nice bonuses here, and it just means we don't have to garrison it, which is really nice. Now, we could look to convene the Grand Council, or we could come over here to Foreign Affairs and do some of these. I think we're just going to focus on our economy for a moment and devaluate the lyre. And we could send them some men and some equipment. I think we'll do that once at least. And we have pacified Ethiopia, and that gives us some command power, some political power, and some stability. So we'll take these extra factories. And how much rubber do we have to play with? We could put like one more on here and another on the support equipment. That looks pretty good. I'd actually like to honestly come over here and design another plane. I'm thinking I'd really like to get some naval bombers built. Yeah, let's try and do that. So let's throw this on there. We use the naval aircraft designer. I think we'll just do that for now. I don't know what we'll call it. Let me think. I think we can call it the Tempesta. Yeah, I think that's just Tempest in Italian. As for what we will make it, I think we'll use this one. It looks like it's got floats maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we can find one similar to this, like this one. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, we'll go ahead and we could upgrade it, but I think all that would do is upgrade the engine. Could get defense turrets. That would lower the speed, so I think we're just going to leave it like that. I think you could get floats as well, which affects the speed when it's on its mission, which I am not entirely sure if we want to do that. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it as is for now. Okay, they'll start making some of those new planes as well. Just put one into it for now. And we have a little bit more political power, but we're just going to want to wait for now. We could go ahead and take these, but we'll just wait till we're ready to take that focus. So we're getting really close to this. And remember, as soon as we finish the war in Austria, we want to turn around and immediately declare in Hungary, because we are in a bit of a race against time when it comes to the world tension. Okay, and we're done with that justification, as well as need to queue up some new buildings. Let's just do that down here, and here, as well as in these regions. And that looks pretty good. We could build infrastructure here, and I think we will go ahead and do that as well, just because there's some nice resources there. And I mean, we don't want to trade away precious factories. It's saying we can get this, but we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, let's go ahead and declare war. Now, they don't have any guarantees. Don't have any allies to call, so let's go ahead and declare war. Let's make sure we assign our planes. So get these guys going in the Alpine region, and then assign these guys here and do close air support. We could do more ground crews as well. The Navy doesn't need to do anything, they can keep training, obviously. And we could probably battle plan this, but let's just do this for now. Have half go there, and have all these guys focus on this tile. It says where you have some unassigned planes. Okay. What are these? Close air support. Okay. Just bring them over here. And assign them like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it here. So that was the end of the League of Nations. We want to go ahead and slow down just to speed 4 if we can. So we'd like to attack there, here. Some should go there, and these guys should go there. That looks good to me. So they'll walk in there, and we'll have half attack there, and the other go there. Just want to micro this and be as efficient as possible. So we finished the research for that. I'd like to go ahead and pick up the depth charges as well. Again, once we take those decisions in the balance of power, we can actually start designing some new ships. As for the trait, let's just get this up detection and depth charges bonus. I assume that just increases the damage. Alright. So we're continuing here. I think everyone is doing something for now. And it's taking them a little while, but should be okay here. Probably break there, and I got that. Let's move in there. I wanted half to go to the other tile, but they're not behaving. We finished that. I don't know if we have to be at peace. Yeah, we have to be at peace to take this, so what we could do is go ahead and pick up. We could pick up foreign affairs, naval power projection, or I think what we're just going to do is pick up this one, get 2 mils, 35 days. Pretty helpful. They'll go there. I don't really want to attack over a river, so we'll do that. These guys are attacking. Yeah, just want to make sure our troops are doing stuff. Make sure these guys also have a planning bonus. I don't know if they do. Things get a little bit messy here. That's okay. Alright, go ahead and pause there. Alright, we pushed them out there. We don't need that many. We don't need 18 divisions over here, so let's just take them over there. Maybe a few. Alright, so we do have 180 political power. Let's go ahead and get the financial expert. Alright, and they're just kind of falling over here, so let's just try and take up as many tiles as we can. In the meantime here. I'm just gonna walk through here. It'll let us. Yeah, they're just not really able to resist us. Our army is much larger, much stronger than theirs. Let's honestly go ahead and just battle plan this. Set them too aggressive. We did get beaten back there, but should be able to fill that in. As for what's going on here, I'm not entirely sure. Just gonna want to cut them off there and get to Salzburg. Okay, I'll just kind of come over here. Circle these guys. Walk there if we can. Yeah, we'll have that guy stay there. We'll have one go there. I think you can do that. This tile's just wide open, so... Okay, well now they have someone there. Okay, got some more research done. Let's go ahead and... now these aren't that far ahead, so let's go and pick up both of these and just keep working on that industry. Again, the earlier we get that snowball, the better. Really pays off later on in the game. Yeah, not able to move too fast over here in the snow and in the mountains, but we're getting it done. Slowly but surely, they should capitulate pretty soon here. We will join the anti-Comintern Pact. Just gives us a little opinion bonus with Germany, which would help us if we wanted to get a non-aggression pact later. We do have those mills we can assign. Let's just put them on some of the artillery for now. As for what we do next, one thing I do want to get is the research slot down here, but we can do that after we deal with some of our foreign affairs. Still can't do this because we're at war. So I think we want to go ahead and pick up this. As, again, now that this is done, we're going to be looking at Hungary as well as Yugoslavia and Albania. However, these two we can deal with through our focus tree. So I'm just going to actually directly annex this. I could puppet it. I don't know how that would interact with the Anschluss, but I'd just rather not risk it. We're going to annex them for now. Depending on the route we go, whether we go Dino Grande or Talobalbo, that can be arguably better for us. But let's go ahead and actually assign our army. Well, we want our army here, and then the rest can come over to the Yugoslavian border. We can take these guys and put them down here in Zara. Does this matter? Not necessarily, but we'll just put them there. We're going to start justifying for Transdanubia. Just again, want to get it going as soon as possible. We're already at 22% world tension, so we're really kind of running short on time, to be honest, but hopefully we'll have enough time. Now, what's this guy doing? He's just taking a little while. Alright. So yeah, we're going to justify on Hungary, but in the meantime, through these focuses, down here, Balkan ambition, Albanian occupation, later on Italy first, we can just sort of deal with some of this, probably make a faction, get Bulgaria in it, and hopefully that should give us a pretty strong position for the later war with Germany and Vichy France. So Mussolini did, I think he usually does this, but he did the industrialization program. Now, the thing about this is you can't get that with Italo Balbo and Dino Grande, and it gives you some really nice bonuses. What I like to do is actually keep him around until you complete this bonus, which we only need more than 32 civs. So as long as we focus building the civs, that should not take long at all. And in the meantime, we'll just get some of these, and then once we're done with some of our expansion, we'll be able to flip over to one of these guys and depose Mussolini. So let's just let the game run for a bit. And yeah, this is going to take a little while. We are on 5 speed, but we don't really have any bonuses right now to justification. Let's go ahead and pick up Balkan ambition. We have about 150 political power. I think we will want to go ahead and take one of these. I'm thinking this one for the, well, no. Right now we're researching some industry, so I want to get one that's for the northern one. So I think this one. Daniele. Okay. Just checking this for anything in case we're missing something. Looks good. Okay. So yeah, this will allow me to send some ultimatums to Yugoslavia, which are going to help strengthen our position here a little bit. Depending on what they do, we will see to what degree. Our puppet here is supplying us with some troops. We're just going to put them in their own little army and station them just in the region here. And later on we might have something to do with them, but for now this is good enough. We'll just send them to train. Gets a little more XP. Some more dockyards here. We are slowly getting through these. We can, I believe, did we get those depth charges? No, once this is done, we'll go and design a new ship, our first brand new destroyer. We could get some of these, which could be good. We don't really need the stability. The military leader costs could be useful, but that's only for the army. We want to hold on to the XP as well. Now, I'm not ready to make the ship, but we need to make sure we're putting that production into something. So I think we'll go ahead and upgrade a submarine. Use our raiding fleet one. I think I'll just call these, I like to give them a name in the native language and then just label them by model. So I'll call them the Sottomarino, which I think is just submarine in Italian, roughly. And just 2, which is the model, and A, which is the version. So this specific ship we won't be customizing, but if we were, like on a battleship, you do B and then C. And I just like that way of doing it. So let's go ahead and get this going, put those dockyards into that, and that way we know we're not wasting that production. Just make sure these deploy into our training fleet here. All right, let's go ahead and unpause it. Just another one of these events. And we completed Balkan ambition. Next, we want to go straight to Albanian occupation. We could demand Dalmatia, which I think we might go ahead and do. See if they agree. Come on, all according to plan. Excellent. Let's extend this front line here and just make sure the army group covers this front. Let's also change the army color because it's kind of confusing. Yeah, they're not even assigning to this. I think it's because it's orange. You still can't tell. Let's go green. There we go. Much better. Let's also see what our Air Force is doing. I forgot to unassign them here. We'd want these over here. That looks pretty good. We don't want them to do that just yet, though. And let's go ahead and actually send the ultimatum to Yugoslavia. And that's going to take a few days. We'll see if they accept. Also taking away with this. Very wise. And now they are under our control. And we completed the industrialization program. So a lot of really good things happening here. Okay. And let's just let that tick for a day and a moment here. Let's go and pick up the radar. Yeah, that's going to be important to have on some of those ships. Let's get the second one here, just for the systems. This is for sub-detection, which is going to help our destroyers. We'll take a look at the focus in a second. Let's design our first new battleship. Kind of running a little low on time here, but want to get as much as we can done. No, that's going to be way too expensive, so we'll get a little more XP. I want to see if we can get maybe a Chief of the Navy. I mean, I'd like to get this one just for more XP, but honestly, I think the decisive battle is what we want. Just because we want to make sure we're getting those bonuses to our screens and capital ships. So I think we'll get him. And I think, as for the focus, we could have taken this if I didn't. Let's see. Are we able to? That's 30, 45, 25. Yeah, no. That's a bit too much. So we'll have to go and take something else, which I think is going to be Italy first. That'll make our faction, get Bulgaria in here, and that'll help us as well. And there goes Albania. So let's sign our mills, and we're going to leave it there for now. Lots of success. We got Austria under our boots. We got Dalmatia, all of Yugoslavia, and Albania. And we are rapidly growing. Hopefully we can get Bulgaria in our faction and bring in Hungary and annex them as well. And then we're going to be looking pretty healthy here. And much better positioned to fight Germany or anyone else. So I hope you enjoyed. We're going to leave it off there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.